Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're keeping safe and well. And hope you're having a fantastic and a smashing St. Patrick's Day. Wherever you are in the world and whoever you are, hope you're celebrating and enjoying the day today as well. And look, me being Irish, you know, a lot of people go, "You're Irish." Okay, I was brought up in England, you know, I've got English family, but I've also got a lot of Irish family. My mum's Irish, you know, I've got family in County Waterford and, you know, County Wicklow. So, look, I'm going to celebrate today and I wanted to come on here and I wanted to discuss something, you know, themed to St. Patrick's Day, themed to Irish. And what better to do 5 Irish players that Tottenham Hotspur should sign. Now, you look at the Irish national team right now, it's not as good as it used to be. Stephen Kenny in charge, you know, a lot of fans have their opinions on him. A very, very tough, you know, Euro 2024 qualifying campaign coming up that is not nice at all. And look, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to discuss the 5 Irish players I think Spurs should sign. Amidst what's not a very good Irish team, there are definitely some young stars in there who I really think could develop genuinely at Spurs and who I really think could contend for first team places. So we're going to start things off in goal. Ciarán Kelleher. Kelleher, the current backup Liverpool goalkeeper. I think this guy's a quality keeper, you know. And he's a young player. He's a backup goalkeeper who's proven he can step up in the big moments. The guy came in, you know, for the FA Cup final last year. Or not, was it the FA Cup final? No, I think it was the Carabao Cup final. And, yeah, it was the Carabao Cup final. And he won it for them. You know, with that penalty. The guy's great at penalty stops. He's been in a few penalty shootouts for Liverpool where he's been quality. Very solid backup goalkeeper. You know, play sporadically for Ireland because, you know, that's one position where Ireland do actually have some good depth at goalkeeper position. But look, Ciarán Kelleher, I rate the guy. I think he's a very, very good, you know, keeper. And he could come to Spurs and be either a backup keeper or potentially a first team keeper. You know, when Hugo Lloris goes, he could be someone who we let develop. Who would have thought when Arsenal signed Ramsdale that he was going to be their main man and their first choice keeper who you know, comes in and steps up every game. And now he's stepping up in the big games. He didn't do it last night though, did he? But look, he steps up in the big games. So look, Ciarán Kelleher is going to be my first choice on this list. The second choice, you're looking at centre-backs. You're looking at Spurs. Romero, top quality, but he does have that little bit of recklessness. Who else is in there? Dyer. You know, Davies. Davies has improved recently, but is he still really good enough? You know, these sort of players. The man I'd select is Nathan Collins, right? Okay. He's not the best centre-back signing in the world. He's not all the XG and statistical fans, you know, wet dream of, you know, when they're looking at centre-backs from France and Spain. But he's a very solid centre-back. He's young. I believe he's only 22, 23. Starts most games for the Irish national team and Wolves. And he looks very solid in there. He's had a few injuries over the last few years, but he's a very solid, you know, old school centre-back. And I think he'd be good for Spurs. I do think he could be good for Spurs. We need another centre-back who can really get stuck in and tackle. Dyer, I can't believe we've got a centre-back who doesn't tackle. Genuinely, he doesn't tackle. And I think Nathan Collins would be a really, really good replacement for Dyer. I think he'd be better than Dyer. I think he's quite young. I think he's still got development in his career. Nathan Collins goes in there for me at number 2. Number 3, we've gone with another goalkeeper, Gavin Bazunu. When I said Kelleher, you know, plays sporadically, it's because of this guy. Southampton have done nothing really this season, but one of the only positives for them has been Gavin Bazunu in goal. What a young goalkeeper this guy is. You know, started off at City, went on loan to Portsmouth, and now Southampton bought him. He's going to develop into a really good player. We know it takes goalkeepers a little longer to develop. I believe he's only like 21, 22. He's a very young, talented goalkeeper. And, you know, look, his distribution's okay. Not the best, but, you know, not the worst either. But his shot stopping, I'd rank him in the top 10 shot stoppers in the Premier League right now. Genuinely, I think he's a fantastic shot stopper. So, look, Gavin Bazunu goes in there at number 3 for me. Number 4. Look, this guy's the highlight of this list. This guy's the one who I'd get in. Ferguson, Evan Ferguson. What a young player this guy is, you know. Ireland have been looking for a replacement for Robbie Keane since he left, and I really think this guy could be him. He's 19, he's starting games for what's an unbelievable Brighton side this season, and whenever he starts, he just can't stop scoring. He can't stop scoring. You know, got his first goal in that Arsenal game, and since then, in pretty much every game he started, he scored. When he comes off the bench, he looks exciting, quick, pacey, very, very clinical finisher. He's got time to develop in his career. He's going to play a lot of international minutes. Look, okay, we've got Troy Parrott at the minute, but would I take Ferguson over Troy Parrott? 100%. I think they're similar ages, but I think Ferguson's a much, much better player. And I think Ferguson genuinely could be a long-term backup striker. You know, we thought Richarlison was a backup striker. He's more backup winger, same with Danjuma. I think Ferguson could be a really, really good replacement. Well, not replacement for Kane, but a really, really good backup. Someone who can step in, you know, for those Carabao Cup, for those FA Cup games and score goals and get more confidence. So Evan Ferguson would be the one for me. People go, oh, he's young, but you've got to take a chance on these guys. Kane was young when he first came through. Look at him now. So look, Evan Ferguson at number 4. Number 5, I was sceptical about putting this guy on. The final player in my list, Michael Obafemi. Quite a controversial player, He's been quality for Ireland at times. He really has. When Ireland have been really poor in games, he's been the guy who stepped up. You know, his game when Ireland beat Scotland 3-0 was absolutely excellent. Ireland in trouble losing 2-0 again to some farmers in Europe. And Obafemi steps up. Look, the only issue with this guy, he thinks the moon shines out of his arse. He's been okay since joining Burnley, scored a couple of goals, but he thinks the moon shines out of his own arse. You know, he's very up himself. So, look, take your pick with Obafemi. He's a young, talented player again. But, look, would you take him at Spurs? Comment down below. Would you take any of those 5 players? Actually, if you had to take one, who would it be? And I do want to say as well, I do apologise for not making a video this week. Obviously, Iggy did the one the other day, which was absolutely fantastic on the channel. Go check it out. You know, giving his thoughts on Conte and Enrique in the manager situation. But I just felt rubbish all week, I'll be honest with you. I've been so drained. I've had a really, really bad stomach flu. It's just been rank. It's been absolutely rank all week. But look, starting to feel better today as well. And then hopefully I'll make a full recovery on the weekend. And tomorrow for Tottenham. Huge game tomorrow. We'll see Gavin Bazunu in action. Tottenham travel to Southampton in the relegation zone. Can Spurs? Yes, the teams behind us will have games in hand, but can Spurs head into the international break 3rd in the league? We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. God bless. God bless. Way up. No, but way up. God bless. All best. All best. See you later. Sorry, I've went off on one there. I have went off on one there with my northern accent. I do get carried away. Nevertheless, thank you for watching this video. Enjoyed Cheltenham today if you're placing a bet on the Gold Cup. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy St Patrick's Day. There's a lot of good sport this weekend. You've got Cheltenham finishing today. You know, horse racing fans will be gutted that it's over, but it's such a good festival. Then tomorrow's going to be great. You've got all the football, obviously Spurs in action. And then me as a UFC fan buzzing. Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman in a huge game. And Sunday, even more football. FA Cup action. Grimsby Town against Brighton. One of those teams is going to Wembley. So look, it's going to be good. Going to be a good weekend. Hope you guys enjoy.